History buffs and curious visitors alike are in for a treat with this. The Nevada City Chamber of Commerce has launched an exciting new walking tour that brings the rich past of this historic gold rush town to life. And here to tell us more about it is Nevada City Chamber Executive Director, Stuart Bakers. Stuart, thank you very much for being here.
Great, thank you
We're
for
glad
having
you're
me.
here. And, I guess to start out with, what can you tell me about the Nevada City Historical Walking Tour?
Well, what we see nowadays is everyone gets their information on their smartphones. And for years, decades, we've had our walking tour on just a piece of paper, you unfold it and you figure it out. And now the technology is pretty amazing. You can get on your phone and you start the tour, and as you walk through town, people will start to talk to you on the app as you go into certain geo-fenced areas. So as you're walking from Robinson Plaza to Callahan Park, it'll suddenly, as soon as you get within eyesight of the nice little elements that Callahan Park has, you'll hear the history of it and how people came here in the 60s and the whole back to nature movement and all of that. So it's not just, you won't just hear history about that golden era when we, mined for gold, but there's a lot of amazing eras in Nevada City, from the 60s where people came from the city and, like I mentioned, the back to the land movement. In the 50s when logging started drying up and mining was going, a lot of things happened in different periods of time. So we want to highlight that so people get a sense of the era and understand why Nevada City is the place it is now. Because, a lot of times people come and they go, God, this is such a beautiful town. How did this happen? I mean, there's no chain stores, there's no utility lines, all the signs look really interesting and different. You'll learn about that on the tour. So.
Okay. Is this on your phone? You mentioned your phone. Is that an app that
Yeah,
you can
it is
get?
an app that you can download. You can go to the App Store or Google Play and download. You just search for GN or GVNC, Grass Valley, Nevada City Cultural District, and that will get you the app. You can also go to our website, nevadacitychamber.com, and click on the link for that. You can also just, there's a QR code, so we'll be putting out in the next couple of weeks rack cards that'll be in all the shops, and so you just put your smartphone on that QR code and you can start the tour.
Now on the screen here we've got that we're looking at, and the folks at home are looking at. That's part of your app that you have, or part of the information that's on the app, correct?
Exactly. So for example, in the photo you see there, that's the old Union Hotel, and you can see the telephone poles. That's actually next to Harmony Books, and that was over the freeway. So there's so many interesting shots. I mean, when I was putting the information together, working with the Historical Society, working with the Searles Historical Library, I was just like, oh my God, look, there was a train track that went through here. It's like, where have all these things gone?
There used to not be a freeway through here.
Yeah, right. And then hearing the story of how the freeway came and how it was decided where it was going to go, and the fact that there was the company that built the freeway went bankrupt 3 months into the project. So for a year, there was no easy way to get from one side of the freeway in town to the other. So for a year, people were having to go, and they couldn't drive across. So it was just this amazing thing we can't even imagine now.
Wow, I did not know that. So you had to drive around it, circle
yeah, you
around
had to.
it.
I don't know how far, but maybe you had to go up to Gold Flat, or it's hard to say. But there was so there's a lot of interesting little curious details there that were fun to uncover.
How did this idea originate?
So it just really originated out of necessity, because we were just seeing younger folks. They're just like, they want to see things on their smartphones, and it just makes it easy. We can't be open 24/7. People want to come by, they want to do something and connect to the town historically and understand how it is. So, and in my previous job, I worked in Berkeley running a business improvement district. We did an app in Berkeley, and it was really wildly successful. And so it was like, okay, let's bring that to Nevada City.
Right. How long have you been the
Almost 4 years
Chamber's
now.
executive director?
Yeah,
4
almost
years.
4 years. Yeah.
It's quite a project. You got a lot done in 4 years.
Yeah, right. And that was only the last 5 months. So.
Only the last 5 months.
Yeah.
Well,
That we worked on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We here at Nevada County Media had a little program we put together called the Historical Stops, and it was audio. I don't know if you've ever heard any of it or not.
I've heard about it. Actually, the narration for it was also filmed here, or also recorded here at Nevada County Media.
Yes, it was.
So yeah, so that's we have a great connection to it as well.
Yeah,
and,
a selfish plug by me, but I was the narrator
Why
on
not?
that, so that was why I mentioned it. I was wondering if it was but what you've done is more like a audio.
Yes,
With,
audio,
not audio, but video.
Video
you have some
with
extra pictures.
yeah, and there's what you can see a picture, and you slide the little whatever divider this way, and you see how it looked before, and then you slide it this way, and you see how it looks now.
Okay.
So there are a lot of little nooks and crannies that are interesting to explore.
How many different locations do you highlight? Roughly?
So right now, the historical walking tour has 13 stops. I should also mention the popular Mark Lyon tour, Haunted Nevada City, is also on the app, and there are 20 stops there. That's a separate tour that you can take, and it's free for the next couple of months, and then for the fall, it'll go back to being a paid tour, which is $10. The historical walking tour will always be free, but we're going to put the tree tour on, which is also really popular, of all the trees in Nevada City that have any historical or whatever biological notoriety.
Okay.
And then there'll be a mining tour we'd like to put together. And there's also a mural tour of all of Nevada County. So if you're ever curious about where all the murals are, who painted them, what the story was behind them, you can also, it's all in the same app.
Well, yeah, like the mural that's on the back of the Del Oro Theater.
Exactly.
Or
that
the one that's
one,
at the one's at the corner of Mill and
exactly,
Main Street.
the Grass Valley with the yeah. So there's so many that I think there are 26 up right now. And
26 murals?
Yeah,
Really?
all over town, and you can just do a hunt, treasure hunt to find them all.
Okay, great. All right. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, that's it. Just a reminder, it's a great thing to do when you have friends coming or your family coming to town. If you want something to do, it's a good thing to do on a rainy day, or, you can stop along the way and grab a pizza at Three Forks or a coffee at Java John's. It's lots of options to turn it into a fun and exciting afternoon.
All right. Thank
Great.
you.
All right.
Well, thank you for coming by.